So, someone, check it out. Fox News guest proposed a crowdfunding. So this is, they're trying to tell you guys to crowdfund for the wall. Fox News guest reported crowdfunding campaign to avoid the looming government shutdown over disagreements about funding for a border wall to separate the U.S. and Mexico. New York Post columnist Michael Goodwin appeared on Monday on Fox and Friends, where he reiterated an argument made in the Saturday column. Clearly, the public supports strong border security, and I think many people, I'm not sure the majority of the public, thinks a wall is absolutely essential, but most people understand that a wall has to be a part of the solution to border problems that we have, Goodwin said. So is there a private way to do this? Host Brian Kilmold responded, "You can create a GoFundMe operation. Others suggest other ways. There is an existing effort called I Think or FundTheWall.com run by a sheriff's association that's raised some money but nowhere near what is needed. And yet, according to my mail, a lot of people are willing to chip in. One reader writes to me and says there was 63 million people who voted for Donald Trump. Each contributed $80. That would get you near the 5 billion mark. I think that's the kind of thing that needs to happen. It could be a people's wall. I don't really care about the mechanism. Do you do a tax check off of your retirement account?" Goodwin said. But the important thing is the public could step in and effectively do this thing that the president wants, which is true. I mean, there's a lot of you guys that want this border wall, right? Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi have said they will not allocate $5 billion demanded by Trump to construct part of the wall he promised during his campaign. The president's request for funding is a departure from earlier claims that Mexico would pay for the wall. He needs Democrats' support because of the 60-vote threshold to advance measures in the Senate, according to the Washington Post. The president has at various times changed how much he said the wall will cost. He recently said it would cost $15 billion. According to NBC News, estimates say it will cost between $8 billion and $67 billion, according to Bloomberg, with some of that variation depending on how much wall is constructed. And in NPR PBS NewsHour, Marist poll published earlier this month found that 57% of adults said Trump should compromise on the border wall to prevent gridlock, while 36% said he should stand firm on the border wall even if it leads to a government shutdown, which is bad. However, 65% of Republicans said that he should not compromise. While meeting with Schumer and Pelosi last week, the president said he would be proud to shut down the government over border security. And I don't know if you guys seen the video, but we've seen the video. I've seen the video. Trump advisor Stephen Miller placed responsibility for impending shutdown on Democrats while speaking Sunday on Face the Nation. The Democrats Party has a simple choice. They can either choose to fight for America's working class to promote illegal immigration. You can do both, he said. If government leaders cannot settle their differences before Friday, 420,000 people will be forced to work without pay, while 380,000 others will be sent home. So that's some, it's the consequences of a government shutdown. But that's a pretty crazy idea, right? Why don't United States citizens gather up, make a GoFundMe for the border wall? That's insane. But then a representative from the White House has to do that, right? So, if the money does get reached a certain mission goal or like a goal line, well, then the money gets, I don't know how GoFundMe works, but that's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea, don't you guys think? Just giving you guys this article, it was pretty clever. It's pretty clever.